Hi guys. Oh my god, trust my internet to go down at that very minute. Okay, I keep getting messages. How are you? I hope you can hear me. Music Hill season 5. Hey bro. Hi everybody. This is the thing about Instagram. It works sometimes, it doesn't work sometimes, and this is the reason. The reason why it's working, Kicks, is because I'm on my phone. I am not going to use my iPad now. Okay, so I'm just going to wait for a few people to join again, and we can start again. Hey Yash, I'm actually using my phone now. Yeah, just unfortunate. It's one of those things, but I can rely on O2 on the phone. Can you hear me? I hope you guys can hear me. So I'm just going to wait for a few people to join. Music Hills season 5. How are you all doing? I hope you're well. It's amazing to be back. It's amazing to be back on Instagram, although the reason why I stopped Instagram is because of all the poor connection. And look, that's what happened. So maybe it was just meant to be that I'm supposed to be on my phone. I'm just going to wait for a few people to join, and then we'll get Yash on as well. How are you all doing? How is everything? And how's the world of Instagram doing? I've missed you guys loads. Obviously, as you know. Hey, Rit, how are you? Well, you were on Music Hills, man. I'm gonna get you back on. So, Music Hills, where can I say, guys? So I'm gonna start again. So, came back for season 5 purely because there's just been the demand. Like, people have been contacting me to say, Rita, where is Music Hills gone? You know, why haven't you come back? And I will be honest, it's been so hard, and everyone that's close to me knows how hard it is just to plug this, to get artists, to get guests on, and it's all one woman band, shall I say. But I'm still here and I'm still doing it for you guys. It's not as frequent as it was in the last seasons, but I'm here, and I've got some great guests lined up for you this season. It's going to be out of the box, trust me. And I'm just so grateful that I have this platform with you guys that I can still share in my own time, no pressure. You know, like having 2 jobs, you know, the hustle is my music, as well as having an amazing full-time job, as well as being a wife, as well as being a daughter, a sister. You know, it's all, it all like accumulates. But wherever I can, I will do my Music Hills for you guys. So I'm just going to wait for a few more people to join. For those who haven't joined before, hi, I'm Rita Morar, and you are joining me on Music Hills, and this is season 5. Basically, what is Music Hills, you must be saying? Basically, Music Hills is a live interactive show episode, you could say, and it's basically, I myself am a fusion artist, and I've always wondered what music means to other people, and this is the reason why I am here speaking to somebody else. What does music mean to them? It started in lockdown 2020, and ever since then I've been able to just roll it through with some amazing guests. All my guests have been amazing, from singers to rappers to those are established to those that are coming onto the scene in a new way, those groundbreakers, the ones we know and the ones we've yet to hear about. You've heard all the variety of Music Hills. And not only do we have Music Hills, we also have a dedicated Spotify list to Music Hills. Yeah, that's still running. And can I tell you, we've got over 80 tracks on there now, which is phenomenal. And these songs haven't been chosen just by me. They've been chosen by all the amazing guests out there. And I am also going to be making another Music Hills playlist, but I'm going to open it to you guys. So if you've got a choice of a song that heals you, DM me, let me know what it is, and I might even feature your track on that playlist against my name. So make sure you let me know what heals you and what artists heal you, and it'll be amazing. And then I can start to compile that list, and I'll call it Music Heals the Listener's Choice. So firstly, I got to say Happy Navaratri. Thank you, Dee. Happy Navaratri to everybody that's celebrating. It's such an auspicious day to actually start Music Heals, so I'm really blessed. And I'm blessed that you guys are joining me as well. If you guys have any questions, please put them in the comments or even in the question box. I think there's a bubble, a speech bubble where it says question mark. If you can put your questions in there, that'd be great, because that way I can monitor it. As I said, it's all different from YouTube and Facebook, so it's all like interactive with my hands going back and forth. And if you've got any questions for myself or DJ Yash, just holler, let us know. And you can always catch this back as well. And if you've got any other questions as well that you have for myself or Yash, just drop them in my DM. Okay, so enough of this, and let's get talking, because he must be waiting for me. All right, let's get... Yash, if you're there, can you please request to join the video, because I can't seem to see you. Okay, I'll invite you out. Hopefully that works. Let's get Yash on there. He's been waiting patiently for me. Let's see. Don't know what's changed in Okay, let's see where I can get Yash on. I've tried to invite you. Yash, hey!
There you go.
Hi!
How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm good.
I am so sorry for all this malarkey. Music Heals has just been absolutely amazing, and Instagram decided to go down on me.
Well, even mine was playing up for some reason.
Oh, it had to be. Anyway, hi Yash, how are you? Thank you so much for joining me on Music Heals today. I don't know if you would like to start off by letting the listeners know who you are and what you do.
Okay. First, thanks for the invitation. We did talk about
Pleasure.
it on Middlesbrough, so it was nice to hear about your story about Music Hills. So
Yeah.
I'm Yash. I'm DJ by night and IT technician by day.
Hey.
Been DJing for over 12 years, I believe.
Wow, it's a long time.
Yeah, it does. It does. It does. Sometimes I forgot how long it has been done, but here we go. Here we are. So it's
Yeah,
good.
it's amazing. And I'm so happy that you are here, like DJing. And if you guys don't know about Yash, you're going to know about him by the end of this episode. Let me tell you that right now. So if you guys have got any questions for myself or Yash on music, what music means to Yash or myself, just drop them in the speech bubble with the question mark, and then we'll just monitor it that way. I can see there's so many people joining in. You've got a whole load of people joining from your side, Yash. It's amazing. And thank you guys for even giving Yash that the support, and it means a lot. So Yash, let's kick off. What
Okay.
does music mean to you?
It means a lot. It brings emotions. It's something that you can connect to people.
Yeah.
Just not to. Obviously I use it to make people happy, but through my sets I can make them feel different ways when I want them. If I want to make them dance, I can make them. If I want them to make them a little bit nostalgic, I can make it them too. So it's something magical, I guess.
Yeah. And what energy does it actually bring to you as well? You know, like if I said to you, yeah, how does, music make you feel?
Happy, definitely. I love what I do. So, and come on, you do the same.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it's not easy what we do, especially for independent artists. To
Yes,
talk about you in your case, on this case.
most definitely.
sometimes you feel probably that you don't have the support you needed.
But when you listen to the music, it keeps us going, right? And
Yep,
that's the reason why we carry on and we do the music, and that's the main thing.
it's true.
Yeah. So how did you get into? So have you got any early memories of music and any childhood memories? When you were growing up with your family. Is there something that you can remember?
To be honest, when I was a kid, I never thought I would be doing something like this.
Oh wow.
I'm,
Okay, that's fine.
it's weird. I never thought about doing it. And then by when I was a teenager, I met some friends. Some of them were already DJs, and I did meet one of my. Well, people don't know, but apart from the DJ part, I studied multimedia, so design
Oh,
and
okay.
video. And during
Yeah.
that, I met one of my friends, a Portuguese guy. He's not
Yeah.
DJing anymore for reasons. But I remember back in the days, I'm talking about 2006, 2006. That guy was flying around the world. He did a gig in Abu Dhabi, and he had like
Wow.
80,000 people.
Wow. There's a lot of people.
So I was like, and it was overnight, so I couldn't see it at the time. There wasn't like live video streaming, so there was audio streaming. So
Hmm.
me and some of his friends were just listening via internet, and it was just different type of music, because you played more progressive trance, not Goa, but melodic progressive trance. And then obviously I did enjoy my Bollywood and Bhangra. I used to be a
Yeah.
kid. I remember asking whenever anyone asked me what I want from me, I was like, I want Bali Sagu CDs.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I guess I just started wanting to roll. Then I had friends there started doing their DJ career, and because obviously I could edit. I used to take pictures of their events and make some videos, and even branding and website management. I did all of that for my friends. So I was like, I learned from that, and then
Yeah.
created my own brand, Spicy Nights, back in the days.
Yeah, it's amazing just how much you learn from your friends, isn't it? Like, you're giving your story as well. That's how when I got into singing, it was purely because of friends and what they were actually sharing out there,
Yeah,
and my love for music as well. So it's amazing that it comes from a place where you feel comfortable that, hang on a minute, this is what my friend is doing and it's giving them so much joy.
yeah.
Why don't I dabble in that? Why don't I do that as well? And and that's just so beautiful to see that. Hi Rishi, hi Kuli.
Well,
Amazing. Rishi, you've got a big fan down here. He
yeah. I
was
think
waiting
I'm.
for you to join.
Hi, Richie.
So yeah,
Well,
so it's amazing to just hear that from you. And and then how did you actually get then into DJing in terms of like being a solo artist? Did you think to yourself, right, I'm going to try this now? Or did you like accompany a few people?
that's
What's the story
that's
behind that,
that's the easy
Riash?
part. Because okay, I didn't have equipment at the time, so my friend bought it, and then I did used to practice at his place, and eventually I bought mine. But the question is, why did I do it? So I started doing it because no one used to give you opportunity. Don't forget, I came from Portugal. There's not,
Yes,
it's not
which we're
UK.
going to get into in a bit. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not UK where you have thousands of Indians. You have a very
Yeah.
small community,
Hmm.
and there wasn't much opportunities. So I had to fight for what I wanted, and
Yeah.
here I
Yeah.
am.
Yeah, and you're here in London. Okay, so we've got a few questions. We're going to go
Oh,
along with the questions that happen. And big love to Bella. Happy birthday, darling. We just had a great weekend celebrating Bina. And Bina asked, and what's your dream project? I was going to ask that later, but let's ask that now. The question's out there. What is your dream project? Yes? Put it out
dear.
there. Manifest it right now.
Okay, I want to play at Ministry of Sound. That's
Ministry.
aim high.
That's amazing. I would love to sing at Ministry.
See,
Maybe we should do something,
I
manifest
think
it
so.
out there. You know what? Ministry of Sound is one of the biggest. And obviously, you were speaking about trance and progressive
Yeah,
trance. And that's, where I heard a lot of Ministry, like from Ministry of Sound, that genre.
Yeah.
So that must have been something that, you know, you
Yeah.
probably grew up with as well.
I've been there to Ministry in 2017 or something like that, and to hear
Wow.
Ferry Corsten,
Yeah.
it was just
Yeah.
something unique. So if you guys didn't
It's
go to
like,
Ministry, definitely
yeah.
go.
Yeah. So guys, if you're into your house or your progressive trance or D&B, all the EDM, electronic dance music, you know, one day you have to go
Yep.
and just be at Ministry of Sound, because it's just purely just euphoric and it's
And
phenomenal.
word of advice: there's a sticker, and it says excessive sound levels. Definitely take some earplugs, because that it saved me. It saved me. Is yeah, is another level.
Mind you, I'm getting to that age where I'll probably need to wear all like the earplugs all the time
No,
now.
it's better save your ears.
You're still young. You're still young. Yeah, she's all good. We had another question. Okay. What inspired you the most within the music industry? So that's from Dharmesh. Thank you, Dharmesh, for that particular
Okay,
one.
it's not because Rich is here. So
I
I'm
know
gonna put
that
them
for a fact.
straight.
I even know that for a fact.
Yeah, it's Dance With You. Definitely is something that was, yes, Panjabi MC, but Dance With You was just something that it blew everyone's minds. It doesn't matter which country you were, is a bilingual track. Everyone can listen to it, and obviously from then, and Jay Sean just exploded. But Richie did a major part on that.
He's
So thanks
so
for that, Richie.
genius, you know. Thank you, Rishi, you know. And no, we've been talking about that quite for a long time, you know, like Rishi and Jay Sean and Juggy D are the pioneers of our music, you know, and they inspired our culture and they're still going strong. And it just, you know, for me, it inspires me on a daily as well. And especially how humble Rishi is as well. So big love to Rishi out there. And yeah, it's great to know that, you know, something from such a, I'm not going to say decades ago. Well, it was decades ago, you know, but
19
however,
years?
yeah, it was 19 years. But however, you know, that music is still apparent today. And like people are doing remixes and people are, you know, and it just means a lot to us. So thank you for that, Rishi. Big love.
Yep.
Okay, so then you found your way into music and then you started out in Portugal. When you started out in Portugal, Yash, how did you feel? And did you like get the vibes off the crowd, or were you just going with the flow that I'm going to do what I want to do? How did it go?
It's a mix of both. I remember on the first year I played, it was 2008, 24th December 2008, and the event organizer just told me, do not play any Bhangra.
Oh no,
Like,
okay.
yeah, and I looked at
That's
him.
interesting.
It's like, I can't do it. People, like, I was in DJing before. Before I actually did my first club gig, I did like online radio and stuff. And people, my friends knew that and you probably know by now that I love my urban Desi stuff.
So
There's
do.
no way I'm not gonna play it. And I started my first set with the Push It Up.
Wow.
Richie,
Okay. Yeah.
Push It Up. I had to do it. I was like, I needed to be truthfully to myself. Yes, I played Bollywood as well, which is
Yeah.
normal, which I do.
Yeah.
But I couldn't leave the Bhangra and the urban Desi out of my set. It's just not me.
So when you played that, then, you know, what did the organizer say? Did he like see the crowd, or was it just his
They were
own preference?
they were dancing. They were dancing, so it didn't. Yeah, by the end of the night, it definitely didn't
That's
have
it, you
anything to
know,
complain.
because you know your crowd. That's why. It's amazing though that you say that, because I'm on the flip side, because people say to me like to sing Punjabi, but I'm not a Punjabi artist. I don't sing in Punjabi, you know, because of the dialect and because I can't, you know, I don't feel confident in the pronunciation. But whereas with you're a DJ, you know, you've got this whole array of genres that you can pick and choose because you know how to work the crowd.
Yeah.
So he didn't say anything to you,
No.
and then you started to incorporate like Bhangra into your sets, did you?
Yeah. Yeah. So, and he still hired me for a couple of more gigs, and then he actually disappeared. But yeah,
Yeah.
he hired, and then there wasn't much going on, so I had to start doing my own events, which was I'm grateful because I had to learn a lot of different skills and marketing and just doing all by myself. And obviously I had my friends and helping me,
Yeah.
but the core bit had to come from me. So it's definitely different. And at the time, I was like, it's hard. It was hard. You know, when a small community it gets tougher.
Yeah, of course it
So,
does. And getting them on your side as well. So
yeah.
tell us about the events that you were doing. So this was still in Portugal, Yash?
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe. Yeah. Okay.
I did like,
What are the events called? What was it called? And,
yeah,
are they still going on?
I did obviously Diwali parties and then did beach parties because, come on, Portugal weather is good.
Oh, yeah. Why not?
So definitely. And later on, from that on, it was a few years later, 2014, I did my Bollywood Holi. I started my festival. We started like small, 300 people or something. And before COVID, peak time, we had 2,000. And apparently 90% of the crowd were non-Indians.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Okay.
80 to 90% were non-Indian, which is different. I'll send you some videos.
Yeah, definitely. And if you guys haven't checked out like what Yash has done, in Portugal, it's just amazing to see that you've been able to hold that ground and break that ground, like with that small community that you have.
Yeah.
So I met Yash, we'll talk about now actually like that. I met Yash when we were at Middlesbrough Mela, and straight away great energy. But we were always talking about our music and stuff, over dinner and stuff with Cleveland along as obviously. And Yash was telling me about these events, and I know that how hard it is, and even what Mr. Christie has just said, big love,
True.
bro, that promoting is fun, but it is also hard. I mean, like, are we talking the 90s that was it the 2000s that you started this, and how did you promote it out there as a DJ by yourself?
On my case or Kushi, sorry.
If you're to you.
On my case, yeah, on my case was a little bit easier because internet at the time was booming. So I had like mailing lists, I have contact numbers, and it was just because I studied multimedia and web design. So I used the knowledge to obviously create flyers, etc., and build my database of contacts. And from there, it was easier because it was me instead of asking people to do, like, imagine having 2 or 3 different people doing different stuff. I was doing it, so it was challenging, but I learned a lot from that.
And it was like, because you had the internet as well, it must have been like easier. Was social media quite booming at that time as well?
Yeah, Facebook.
Okay. Yeah.
It was the beginning of Facebook.
Like social media is great, because no matter how many restrictions sometimes we have, a lot of us independent artists have been able to move further purely because of social media.
True.
I remember, when I first started out, it was all about MySpace. But then, like Facebook started to come about, and then we had Instagram, Twitter. There was all these different outlets to just put music out there. How important is social media for you, Yash, when you are promoting yourself and trying to get the gigs out there?
A lot, because some of the people that hired me, they didn't even know me personally. But Instagram is definitely my biggest tool at the moment. Facebook kind of lost a bit. It's not as powerful as it was before.
Yeah.
But definitely Insta. I've met a lot of good people, and I got some gigs from there, some international ones as well. So can't complain with social media. Yes, it's a lot of hard work there. I don't buy followers. I don't believe in that.
I never believe in that. I will never till a day
Yes, I did the occasional, the paid promotions because I had to do it, especially for my own events, not for others. But for my own events, if needed, I'll put them. But definitely not buying any blue ticks on no.
It's amazing how much you get in DMs. So guys out there, right? When you're an artist, you get constantly people holding sending you messages. Buy your followers, buy your blue ticks and this and that. And I would never do that. So it's so refreshing to see that you're like that as Yash as well, because if you buy your followers, okay, fair enough. Okay, some people do probably because they've got some sort of scheme going on in terms of for their progression. But I always feel that why are you going to do such a thing? Because then you're cheating your art, you know, then you have to question, where is your art coming from? Are you making your art for the followers, as in like, you know, to gain more or to buy more? You know, you've got to think of
they
it
forget
that way as well.
I do have some people I know that definitely bought followers. They have like 10, 11K followers, then
Yeah.
they have like 60 likes on the picture.
Yeah. Yeah. So you see, so this is where they get caught out, yeah? You have like a person that's got 10K followers, let's say that, but then when they get their likes on their photos, they probably just get about 60, as Yash
Or
you
100,
said.
let's say. Nothing.
Yeah. So it's very interesting. So yeah, that's just a little gimmick that we can see who's real and who's fake. So moving on from that. So then you came to London then, Yash. And how was it? Was it easy for you to establish yourself here as a DJ, or did you again have to start again, or did
Okay.
you make the contacts? You know, what was the process there?
So before I came to UK, I've been in UK since 2015. But before I came to UK, I went to Africa for work, 10 months there. I did some gigs there as well. But then my friends moved to UK. I moved to Portugal for a year. And most of my friends moved back here. My first year and a half in UK was definitely not easy. From the DJ perspective, I did not have many gigs in UK. I think I did two, I believe. I did have more in Portugal, and but first year and a half was just was hard. I missed the thrill of being behind the decks, but then you just keep going, keep working hard.
What kept you going in that time that you were finding it really hard, Yash?
Because I even though I wasn't playing as much here, I was playing way more in Portugal than I probably was before. It was weird because I kept flying back and forwards.
Yeah.
Bear in mind, I did have my 9 to 5, but because I was still progressing, I thought, okay, there will be time, and then like eventually 2 years, 1.5, 2 years after, I started to build my contacts here in UK. And it just started to grow. I had a couple of mixes dropped to BBC Asian as well.
Hey, that's amazing.
So that helped too. Thank you. And then I met people like you that are just networking.
Yeah, it's all about networking. And you know, I think that's just the most important thing as well, just to build up the rapport with your peers that are in your industry, with those that you feel that you can connect with, that understand your music as well, because I think that's so important. Like, for example, you know, again, Mr. Kushti, thank you, bro. Like you said, not like in our day, you know, we were handing out flyers and stuff. Like, social media has been such a positive platform for a lot of us. So networking online and going to events, supporting other people, it all counts, doesn't it, Yash?
It does, definitely. I'm grateful that Urban Desi and Bambi Bains, I'm dropping names, they gave me a platform to play here, and then I still have good relationship with them. So
yeah,
it was good. And from there, I met other fellow DJs with network, and it's just supporting each other. It's very important.
Yeah. Oh, that's amazing. No, well done. So, guys, if you've got any questions for Yash, who's joined me today on Music Fuel Season 4, say hi, Yash.
Hey.
So, if you guys have got any questions for him or just any comments on what we're talking about, please do put them in the comment box, or even just drop it in the question box, and then we will start to talk about what we're talking about. So, Kicks, big love. He's come up with a question. Apart from meeting us in Middlesbrough, what is your most memorable gig? Yeah, let's do that now.
I have a few. Definitely, my whoever doesn't know, my Holy Festival in Portugal definitely is worth watching. I do have one great in Malaga, in Spain, and my first gig in central London, at Proud Embankment.
Oh wow, Proud is big, yeah.
Yeah, it was. I did not.
And that was your
first.
So big. That was your first gig.
It was my first in central London, not in UK, but in central. It was my first, and I remember. Okay, they invited me. I was like, cool, yeah, it's fine. Let's do it. And then I was with some of my friends and my cousin. He drove there, and then when we started to reach, I was like, okay, this is big. It was a massive queue outside. And then one of the people just picked us all from outside straight to the VIP. Like, oh, okay. And I looked, okay, this is big. There was like 600 or 700 people in Prague, but it was massive. It was a great night.
London, that for a London gig is massive. So well done, Yash.
And I had DJ Harps before me.
Yeah.
And I was like, it was great because it was the first time I met him. And I was like, I'm playing after him on a great slot. And I was like, okay, this is, I was nervous.
Yeah. But you did it there, and that's amazing.
Oh yeah, it was great.
Yeah, that's amazing. Thank you so much, Kiva, for your message. Big love, darling. So I was going to ask you, Yash, you know, as you mentioned earlier that, you know, you're an IT technician and, you know, you're an IT professional by day, then you do your hustle of your music, you know, how do you keep it balanced? And do you have to, like, for example, do you have to have a lot of good organization skills like time management, like, you know, definitely. Just making sure what you're doing, you know, how do you manage that?
It's definitely weird. Depends on the type of the gig, on the, I guess, on the month, because sometimes it just goes crazy. July and August have been crazy. I'm not complaining, but September calmed down, which is great. I was nervous. And don't forget, I broke my ankle in April.
Yeah, which you're going to chat about.
Recovering.
How are you recovering? Have you recovered? Or are you still on the mend?
Still a mend. But it's better than I was in August when I met you. So that's a good sign.
Oh, that's great. That's something good.
Yeah, and I definitely need to be very mindful of the times, because obviously I do my preps for depending on the gigs. Some gigs takes longer, some of them takes, but yeah, sometimes you just sleep less, let's be honest.
Yeah.
Try to stretch it 24 hours that you have.
No, I hope it was good though. I hope you're on the mend anyway, and that's the main thing as well. But yeah, so you say time management, you've had to just do a lot of time management and just make sure, you know, put priorities in place for your work and your music.
Yeah, definitely. Make sure, like, there's a day I try to keep it just to update my library. The other one just for to prep some hot cues. I like to have my hot cues on my tracks. It definitely saves me a lot of time, and it just allows my creativity to flow when I'm live mixing. Because I don't like pre-made mixes unless it's something for just people just being going to be seated and I have some time to get some like a bite or something. Apart from it, it's just all live.
Yeah, that's great. That is so good. How do you determine like what songs to download? Because obviously there's a crazy ass lot of songs that come out. So how do you keep updated? Is there like a DJ network? Or do you just like literally just keep up to date with the charts and what's going, you know, how do you do it, Yash?
I definitely try to keep my eye on the charts. BBC network is definitely a must, because when I'm driving to work, I'm listening to it. So you also get the charts from there. So it's a mix, and then obviously your YouTube, you get the recommendations, your Spotify, so Apple Music, it does show you. So try to keep it. Try to keep up as much as updated as possible, and obviously the tops you will know it. It's just the others, it's harder.
Yeah. See, the great thing is that you can just like spin these. I have to actually learn the lyric. Like, you know, true. It's very interesting that how our art, you know, like how we keep up to date with it and stuff, you know, and it's just amazing that you have to just like keep on top of it all. And it's not even just one Shazam. Shazam must be your favorite friend. Just true.
Sometimes it definitely helps, because let's be honest, I don't have all the track names on my head. I would be crazy if I had to.
We find it in the most bizarre places. Like if we were like in a shop and we heard a song, like you can see me putting my like phone to the top and looking at me, what the hell are you doing? I'm like, I'm trying to Shazam and I can't hear it properly.
Definitely a great tool.
Yeah. So let's move on to your influences. So guys, we've got Yash in the house, DJ Yash on Music
Hey,
Heals season 5. So thank you so much for joining. I saw that Bavik joined earlier. Thank you so much for joining, Bavik. Bavik started Budgeons with Bavik in lockdown as well. So
oh,
make sure
nice.
you guys go and support him as well. And big love to Sangeeta as well. I know she's watching out there. Big love to everyone that I know. And all my amazing followers and all your amazing followers.
Thanks,
So
guys.
let's talk about your influences. Yeah. So I know you're a DJ, but you must have your own preferable, like your preferences in music. So who are your influences in music? And you know, we've spoken about Richie Rich,
Yeah,
but genres and different artists. You know, who do you
I'll
most
start
aspire to?
by from the beginning, like the trance melodic, Tiesto,
Yeah.
Armin,
Oh,
Paul van Dyk. I've watched.
Tiesto, Paul
I
Van
was watching.
Dyke, PVD.
I saw PVD in Tiesto in Portugal.
Mm, mm.
Very custom. I told you I saw it in the UK. The one I missed was Armin. He was here last year in April, but I was in Portugal, so
Yeah,
I missed it.
yeah, yeah.
Then obviously the Indian ones, NIK, Suketu. I'm talking about the DJs, the producers. There's Richie, obviously, Hunters, definitely.
Hunters
Prague,
is great.
yeah, I'm looking forward to his album. I think he's gonna release something.
Yeah, he's been working on his album and that. You know, like Hunters again, it's another groundbreaker of what. And then Hunters has actually been on Music Heals as well, which is amazing.
All right.
But yeah, but Hunters is just, you know, how he just develops at the levels and like again, he's one of those artists that doesn't just fit in a box, you know, it's
Yeah,
what he believes in and he's like dabbled in like reggae with UB40, you know, supported them and he's doing his own thing. He's done the Bhangra, he's done all the Arabic music, you know, it's just so amazing just to see that. So yeah, so you mentioned all the like DJs.
yeah.
Have you ever heard of BT, the DJ?
BT.
I think I'm showing my age now. So
No,
like one of the biggest like DJs, well he's not European but he's more American. His name
okay.
is BT, and you know that's one of my favorite DJs. And I must share it with you guys. Flaming June. So yes, I'll send it to you.
Okay.
Actually, it's I think it's Kicks, isn't it? It's progressive house, and then obviously we like the likes of oh my god, Prodigy, you know, like you know that kind of music and you know the groundbreakers
Oh,
and stuff. So yeah. It's amazing to see. So okay, so let's get on to your song of solace. I see Hussein has joined. Hussein Manuel, big love, bro. I hope everything is going well with you and your amazing book. You are tuned into Music Hills with myself, Rita Morar, season 5, episode 1, and we got Yash. If you've got any questions for myself or Yash, please do put them in the comment box. Oh, something's come through.
oh.
Let's see. Oh, this is an interesting one. Let's see. Thank you, Kuli. What is your life motto that empowers you to stay motivated in your career? Oh, that's a great.
He is. I just want to do better and just keep growing. It like what happened in the past. Like sometimes I even forget. I did some good things. I've done all on my website, but sometimes I even forgot some of the stuff I did in the past. So I
Yeah.
don't. I worked some of you. I have a list of the artists I've shared the stage with, and again, don't forget I came from Portugal. So for me, it was a big
Yeah.
thing, and sharing even for you for here, it's not like easy for everyone that's here. So I'm happy with that. It's just I guess just keep going, and as long as I enjoy it, I'll keep going for it and try to improve and get better and just aim higher.
Aim higher, keep going. Don't give up when it's hard because that's the most you are going to be tested. And
Yep.
if you keep just carrying on, then you will know. Cool stuff. Thank you for joining. You know, it's so amazing to see people are coming in and out.
Hey, cool.
Lots of love to you. Okay, so let's talk about Song of Solace. So if you guys know about Music Hills, hi, I'm Rita. I'm a musical fusion artist, and we've got Yash today, DJ, repping it out there in the scene. Song of Solace is something that I share with my guests. So let me just write what it is, yeah? Actually, Kix, are you able to write it and then I'll pin it? Sorry. So Song of Solace is something, as you can see that guys, that this conversation has been non-scripted. There's nothing on my page. Literally, look.
No, no.
And you know, and this is what I love about Music Heals, because it's just non-scripted and we just talk about what, you know, like comes to our heads and hearts about music and how it's helping us heal. Now, Song of Solace is something that I started in the first season, and it's basically, I was asking all my guests what song gives you great energy, and then I have actually been able to compile a list on Spotify. So if you guys search my name, Rita Morar, you'll see my artist profile. Go into that, and then you'll also see under my profile that there is a Spotify list called #Music Heals. Obviously, it had to be #Music Heals, but that's actually the Song of Solace playlist. So I couldn't go without asking you, yes, you know,
It was the tough one.
And that's the only question I get them to like prep. So what did you do, and how did you narrow it down, and you know, tell us the process.
I had to narrow it down to the 2 tracks that meant the most. One was Dance With You,
Yeah.
and the other one was Journeyman by Raxstar.
Okay.
It was a tough decision. So one is a very, you know, happy and danceable song. The other one is a very intelligent lyrics. It's just, and obviously a great sound. Sonny did a great production there. But just the lyrics, Raxstar lyrics, it just hits on the spot.
So which out of the 2 then did you choose, and
Journeyman.
why? Okay, why?
It had to be Journeyman. Because I think is Dance With You, I can play it everywhere. Journeyman is probably the most played track by me, but only for myself, not in a club or on a party. I can't play it on a. Journeyman is somewhere that I can't just play it, because it has a meaning that there's a history on it. You can't just play it everywhere. So I thought, okay, I'll go for the personal bits. So I went for that's why I picked it up, because it means a lot. I met Rax personally in Dublin. Before the COVID, actually, was my last gig before the COVID in Dublin, and it was one of my toughest gigs, because it was a week after I had my granddad funeral, so I had to go. I had no choice, and the first thing I told Raxstar was Journeyman was real.
Oh,
that's the personal bit. And Raxstar looked at me, smiled, like, yeah, I know. He knows I'm his fan, but I never told him that bit. And so Journeyman, he does a lot. The lyrics is just something mind-blowing. Raxstar is just a very intelligent guy. The way he writes his tracks is just...
He's a wordsmith, basically, I think. You know, he's phenomenal at what he does, and he flips it. You know, to this day, there are still, like, lyrics that we both, me and Kevin, still like spurt out, because the fact that, you know, it's just amazing how he puts these words together and then it just sounds amazing, because you would never think this goes with this, that. And also how he entwines as well, like his culture, his like beliefs, and he's been so strong in that, and I've always admired it. And obviously I've collaborated with Raxstar and amazing Taz on Teardrops as well, so I've seen how he works, you know, in terms of putting the work out there. And if you guys haven't heard Journeyman by Raxstar, you have to listen to it, because it's just so beautiful. So your can you imagine? I just wrote it. Song of Solace. It actually says SOS, and I can't see it being any more apparent.
It's just, I told you,
that's just like mind blowing me. So our SOS for today is Raxstar's Journeyman. So make sure you guys go and check it out. But you know what? I will be sharing it with you anyway on my Insta stories, and I'll be sharing a little snippet as well of what this means to Yash as well on my Insta. So make sure you follow Yash on his Instagram as well as myself, and then we can keep the conversation going of how music is. Harry Corona has joined, and he said, "Hey, brother, how's you?" I'll let
Hey,
you
Harry.
say a few highs, yes, to anyone.
Hi guys, thanks for joining and listening. I know you guys not used to, because I don't normally come to Instagram live and talk. Either I'm playing music or I'm showing something of an event or something. I don't come often, so it was a challenge.
Oh, you've done it though, Yash. How do you feel?
I feel happy.
Hey, see, the thing is about music, right? You give me any other topic, I'll be like, But I can literally speak about music all day long. So I'm really
It just
glad that you
flows.
joined me. Yeah, it flows, it flows.
Thanks for the challenge.
No, it's great. Yash, you're doing really well. If you guys have got any questions, I'll keep sharing out there. Or any comments for Yash about his DJing and his career. Yash, like who, okay, so we talked about, your first gigs and stuff, but who's been the most memorable artist that you have performed with? I won't take offense, I promise. But, no, jokes aside, who has been the most memorable artist that you have actually collaborated with, like live and, supported? I know it's really a hard question. It's a hard question. You've got a phenomenal profile, like who you've supported and stuff. So, yeah.
It's tough because it's really tough. I took 3 of them to Portugal. I was involved on taking a couple of them to Dublin.
Yeah.
So instead of saying one, I might say 2.
Of course.
Because one is in Dublin, which is Arjun. The first was technically the second, because the first one was in Denmark. Bobby B, the producer, but he didn't perform. It was just his birthday party. So, but big off to Bobby B, because he was the first, probably him and his wife was the first famous artist that supported me. So I appreciate that. But the 2 I've worked with that means a lot, which just kickstarted, I guess, all this, was Arjun in Dublin, 2017. And we just had Arjun again in Dublin now in September, beginning of September.
Yeah.
And H Dhami in Lisbon, because H was the first artist I took to Portugal. It was just
it must have been
vibes.
mad. It was. H Dhami is amazing.
He's so energetic, as you know, he's just owned the place.
Yeah.
And then after it, we took Navin, it's a great performer.
Navin is a phenomenal performer.
And then Juggy just recently, so I can't just name one. And there's Raxstar, there's Zack Knight, but I would say 2 names because they were the first one each in each country. Arjun in Dublin and Age in Lisbon. So I'll vote for both of them just because they were the first ones and they just smashed it.
Yeah, no, that's great. And I'm just so happy that you've been able to pursue that. Yes, you talking about just how hard it has been, for you to transition from Portugal to here to London, and then stepping up your game in terms of like building your network and building your crowd. And, that for me, that's very inspiring. So make sure, you guys, that anyone's out there that, you take notes of what Yash is saying, that. And if any artists out there or any creative, that you have to sometimes put yourself out of your comfort zone in order to gain what you require. I'm eating my words here because I know Bella's listening to me, and I have my moments, Kix is listening to me. I have my moments where I'm like, I can't do this anymore. But my love for my music just keeps me going. And like people like that are out there supporting us as independent artists, it means so much to us as well. So I just want to say thank you, Yash, for also giving us that chance, because I always believe as a singer that we are nothing without our peers that support us as well as our followers, as well as those that believe in our artists and like artistry. But without you guys as well, it can't happen, it can't. And this is why I wanted you on Music Hills to just show just your craftsmanship and your artistry goes a long way. Because not only, this is what I've got to tell you guys, so Middlesbrough Mela, right? This first time I've met Yash. Yash, you were on that stage from literally probably 10 o'clock? No, even earlier, setting up. supporting all the artists that were performing that day.
For 2
How
days.
many?
For 2 days.
That's crazy.
Because Saturday was the same. Before we
Yeah.
talk about Middlesbrough, Mel, I need to thank Raj guy. He was there,
Yes.
obviously, introducing
Raj,
us.
big love,
But
Raj. Yeah.
even before that, he has been providing me music for the last 10 plus years.
Yeah.
And it was the first time we met. So what Raj guy was doing was just great. He was sending all the music to people like me. And let's be honest, he didn't know me, didn't know what I was doing with the music. It's just free stuff.
Yeah.
It's not just about free music. It's just he's supporting artists like yourself and others, which was great. And I appreciate the fact that Raj added me to his mailing list. And it was great to see him. It was unfortunate that Bobby couldn't join. He had COVID,
so
and then Raj,
yeah.
but I guess he was the best person to replace.
Yeah, most definitely. And he did really well. But, you know, not taking that away from you, though, you know, we come back to you, how you just kept it going. The whole show kept going. And that's what, you know, I just want to give you so much love for that, Yash, because that wasn't an easy show, because the crowds were in and out, different types of artists. You know, guys, we had like the amazing likes of Panjabi MC, Harvey Sahota, and even Lehmember, Hussein Puri. It was just phenomenal. And, you know, Yash is out there and on the stage, and like we were like proud. We were like proud sisters and brothers. Like, oh my God.
I don't think we had enough credit for what we did in Middlesbrough. Middlesbrough Mellow, it was one of the oldest Mellows in UK, and you had 50,000 people in 2 days.
Yeah, 50,000 people, guys.
In 2 days.
It's not. Yeah, that's
I don't think we had enough coverage on that, but that's so for another day.
Yeah.
It was great. It was a great exposure and learning as well.
Yeah.
With different artists, different set of challenges. Some of them very technical at the time.
Yeah.
Some people coming to perform on the big stage. Word for the artist: if you're going to perform on the big stage, do like Rita. Send your music first, or bring it on a USB. Don't come over with your phone and expect it to play. Well, it's just come on, guys.
Do you know what? That just baffles me that certain artists do that, but they don't do their homework, and they don't, you know. That's one of the first things I actually asked: who's a DJ on that day? Can I contact them? Can I send my music to them? Because I've been in a position where I've taken, and Kix knows this, I've been in a position where I've about to perform. I'll tell you where it was. It was London Mela.
Oh, God.
I was about to perform a London Mela, my own set. And that time I had one CD and one USB and my phone. Couldn't find the USB. Fair enough. That's fine. That was my fault, right? But I gave the CD to the sound guy.
Yeah.
And I don't know what happened. Within those 2 minutes, we lost that CD.
Oh, God.
So what happened then, I had to play my songs off my iPhone. And I thought I had taken off all my notifications. The only notification that I didn't take off was my phone notification. So while I was singing a song, someone decided to give me a call in the middle of the track.
Oh, God.
The crowd are like, what the heck is going on here? And I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry. But
it happens. We all had technical
Yeah.
issues. I had
Yeah.
I had one of my powered USB just died, and I had Arjun just about to enter the stage.
Yeah.
I had like 2 minutes to sort. I had another non-powered USB hub on the backpack. I had 2 minutes to sort it out. It was stressing, but it's part of the game. But on your
course
case,
it is.
For the artist, please bring it on a USB.
Oh my God!
Send it
I
on the
learned my lesson.
Dropbox or.
Yes, I learned my lesson proper. So not only do I put it on my iPad, I put it on my USB. I carry a CD with me. I've got it in all sorts of let's finish on this amazing question. And what 3 points would you give somebody who's starting in the journey as a DJ? Yeah, what 3 points would you give?
Learn your craft.
With your experience. Sorry.
Definitely learn your craft.
Learn your craft.
That's the most basic one. Just don't go and try and show off of a crowd because you want to be Insta famous. Learn your craft. That's the most. Then network and promote yourself. No one's going to do it for you.
So learn your craft, network, and promote yourself.
Yeah, that's the
Why
basics,
should
I
they
think.
do these three things? Why should they do it?
Promote yourself is easy because no one's going to do it for you, so you better start doing
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Learning
You should
is
never rely on anybody, no matter
yeah,
how much, how close they are to you. Because, I was speaking of to Yash about this actually, your audience, you got to know your audience. And your audience are not your family and friends. And this is something that I've learned over the years as well. I love my family, I love my friends, but who is your audience, So just make sure you know that. So, and it comes back to learning your craft, which what Yash says. So, Yash's 3 points are learn your craft, make sure you network. That is most important. Get yourself out of your comfort zone
yep.
and promote yourselves. No matter how small the win is, how big the win is, the main thing is that you're getting your name out there, and that's what matters.
Yeah, don't go just for
Yeah.
the top places. You need to start small. I was
Yeah.
I
We've
had
all
gigs.
had to
I had
start.
gigs where they had like 5, 10 people. Then
Yeah.
with way more than that. But it just shows that you need to start small.
I
Start
had a
somewhere.
gig once. Yeah, I had a gig once that I just had 2 people.
See,
And that was my husband and the sun guy.
we
At
was.
least I had a kind of an audience there. But no, listen, Yash, it's supposed to be an amazing chatting to you. And I hope your leg keeps on healing.
Thank
What
you.
is coming up for you? What is coming up for you? Have you got any great gigs lined up? What's happening? Are you going back to Portugal for the Holly events, or what's happening in 2023?
Holi is probably just obviously next year.
Yeah.
Lisbon, yes, probably end of the year. I don't think I'm going anytime soon. I was just going back and forth, even with my legs. So like, no, I need to stop. Keep my
Yeah.
legs in both legs healthy
Yeah.
in UK. Otherwise, my manager
Yeah.
will probably not be happy.
Yeah. Oh,
He's lovely, but I don't want to. I need to keep my 9 to 5 safe as well. Like,
of course.
end of the year is coming, so you need to be performing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not just for the
Totally.
2 months, but for the rest. I do have a couple of gigs coming in UK as well in October. September, I think I'm done for September.
Yeah.
There's Navratri coming in. I don't do Navratri events just because
Okay.
I prefer live bands and singing.
Okay.
I just personal preference. So if I prefer live bands, I'm not gonna do it just for the sake of getting paid. So
Yeah.
I'd rather take this as a break, which is
Yeah.
good, and just focus what I really enjoy, which is live mixing. I'm not gonna be
Yeah.
there. That DJ who goes play Navrat and just plays a non-stop set for 9 days. Like, no, I don't.
I get you. No, no, it's very noble of you to be honest to your art as well. And Diwali, you got anything coming up for Diwali?
Nothing confirmed yet. There's some stuff going on. Some they are on pipeline. We just talks, still negotiating. Let's see if they finalize or
Yeah,
not. So I don't
fingers
want to.
crossed, everything,
Yeah.
everything crossed for you. So, let us know, Yash, and obviously I'll share it with everyone. And then whoever's following myself or yourself will get to know what's happening for Diwali. So make sure you guys keep a lookout for Yash and his amazing gigs. Listen, Yash, it's just been amazing chatting to you. You're as humble online as well as offline, and that's such a great quality to have. So keep pursuing your art and keep just breaking that ground of what you're walking on. Don't literally break it though, because we don't want
No,
you to break another leg.
no, no one.
But but no, just keep out what you're doing, and you've got all our support as well. Do you want to say big ups to anybody out there, or send anything, or where can people find you?
People can find me on Instagram or Facebook, djs.pt. Just search just for me. Any queries, drop me a message. Happy to help. Also, want to thank you for the opportunity to be part of your Music Hills. Also, before I let you go, I want to know what's up for you as well. It's your time. Tell me, were you hitting me? Is any new single, new EPs
Oh,
coming up?
yes. Thank you for asking. So I've got something coming up real soon. It's this year's just been out of the box for me. I was just saying to everybody that I've been able to perform some beautiful like songs, and for different causes. Like you've seen that I just done the charity song that all the proceeds are going to MAPA for Greta Thunberg's environment Fridays for Future for Fridays. And I've also done the song with Adrian Sherwood, groundbreaking dub producer who's well known, and his album's coming out. I think it's coming out in October. I'm not sure; it's still being finalized, but I'll let you guys know. And my song is featured on there as well. It's called Dub No Frontiers, and it's a Hindi track. And then I've got something coming out in 2 weeks' time. There's going to be a live digital performance of one of my tracks. And it's this mentoring scheme that I've been under called Mana Sumitra. They've been mentoring 6 female artists, and I'm one of them. And the song that I'm going to be releasing, you will hear a live version of it. So I can't say any more, but it's coming real soon. But look out for it.
That's good to know.
Most definitely. Keep just doing what you do, and keep us up to date as well with the music that you're putting out there and the gigs you're doing out there, and we'll speak real soon. Will you come back to Music Hills?
Yes, for sure.
Yes, yay! Maybe we can do it around Holly time as well. Yes,
Maybe.
you know, when you're Portugal and stuff, and then we can get a feel of it while you're out.
Okay.
There. Yeah. All right then. All right, you look after yourself, yeah.
You too. Take care.
Take care.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye. So that was Yash, guys, and that was Music Hills coming back, season 5. It's been amazing. I'm so sorry for the teasing, you know, coming back to Instagram. It's been very interesting, but I know now that I have to just use my phone. I can't use my iPad. If there are any artists that you would like on Music Hills to be featured, just drop me a line. I know there are so many people out there, whether they're singers, artists, dancers, anybody that's full of love for music and how it's healed them. Just give me a shout, DM me, follow the journey of Music Hills. If you find it, musichills.info is the website. And my name is Rita Morar, and the next episode is coming up in October, and I have a beautiful lady that I'm going to be celebrating with you with her music and her beautiful voice. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining, and make sure you keep supporting your favorite artists out there, whether they are signed, whether they're independent. As long as you're feeling the music, that's what matters. All right, see you later. Bye.